Following that technical. Checking out game 1 of the series in Chicago last Sunday. The Bulls winning 91-84. Michael came out shooting 35 shots in all, 44 points. John Starks, though, 0 for 9 for the field, coming off the sensational three-point shooting in the series against Cleveland. And then game 2 on Tuesday at the United Center. Scottie Pippen with 19 points. Did not have the touch, but 9 of the 19 came in the fourth quarter. Dennis Rodman with a 19 rebound performance.
And by the way, a slight rebounding edge for the Knicks in this first quarter. 9-5. That's a good sign for New York.
And Rodman able to sweep it. Only the second rebound for Dennis. The Knicks lead by 10. The call against the Knicks, a holding foul. It is on Starks. So the Bulls get a new 24.
John Starks is now in the matchup with Michael Jordan. He has not spent a lot of time so far this series guarding Michael. He's got him here.
Jordan going for the spin and a foul before the shot attempt. And it's apparent that Michael, as we mentioned earlier, is feeling very well physically because he's back to the spin move. We've seen the fadeaway. These are all moves that were not seen on Tuesday night in game 2.
I don't really know where the foul is there. I think that's just good, tough, aggressive defense by John Starks. Foul problems hurt him in game 2 as he had to go to the bench early. So far he has stayed out here, but as soon as he got to Michael Jordan, for whatever reason, the officials are watching that very closely, but I thought he played good post defense, got around, and I didn't really see a foul.
Hubert Davis has come on for John Starks. Let's check in with Jim Gray. Jim?
All right, Marv. Scottie Pippen hurt his left shoulder. He collided on a pick with Charles Oakley. He's down here on the end of the bench trying to lift his left arm up, bothering him a little bit. He just told me he will return, but it is bothering him. Mark?
Well, Michael Jordan has missed 2 free throws, 2 of 4 at the line. Incidentally, the dean of sideline reporting, Ahmad Rashad, not with us today, receiving an honorary degree of doctorate of journalism as Charlie Ward takes the hit. The University of Puget Sound, back in his home area in Tacoma, Washington. So the dean, Matt, is now a doctor. Very impressive. And filling in for the dean, or is it the doctor? Another man of great distinction, Jim Gray.
Charlie Ward on the free throw line, unable to play earlier in the series because of a stomach virus, unable to even attend the last game. But Jeff Van Gundy and the Knicks expect a little bit of rebounding help from Charlie Ward as well, because the guards for New York have come up short in that area.
The Knicks 23 and the Bulls 12. And some pressure from Ward. Bushler. Jordan. Guarded by Mason. You recall in game 1, Jeff Van Gundy opened up with Anthony Mason going against Michael Jordan. And this call away from the ball, a hold against the Knicks. So the Knicks over the foul limit. And Bushler to the line. Hubert Davis called for the foul. Judd Bushler in his 6th NBA season. Out of Arizona, getting the playing time here in the early going with Tony Kukoc sidelined by the bad back.
So far, the Knicks defense outstanding, holding the Bulls to just 5 for 18 from the field, 28%, but a lot of grabbing and holding off the ball by New York, and the officials are starting to notice it.
And here's some pressure by the Bulls. They've been going with soft pressure, particularly when Mason has the ball. Just under 1 minute left in this first quarter. Ewing. Yes. Knicks lead by 11. Good start for Ewing. He has 7. Patrick Ewing, the last couple of days, certainly hearing the criticism off his poor performances in the fourth quarter. Michael Jordan with the bucket, and then some words for his friend Charles Oakley.
I'm sure telling him, friend, you can't guard me out on the floor. You're fun in your eye.
25-16 Knicks. Mason and Rodman involved in a foul on Mason, floated by Rodman. Offensive foul called on Mason.
Well, Anthony Mason trying to set up shop in the low post, and Dennis Rodman was just acting there. There was no real contact, but just the flailing of the arms and the body, fooling referee Hugh Hollins from behind and getting the favorable whistle.
Willie Anderson checks in, and Patrick Ewing will get a rest. 7 points, 4 rebounds for Ewing. Willie Anderson has seen only spot duty since coming over from Toronto late in the season. Bulls setting up for a final shot of this first quarter. Anderson is guarding Jordan.
And it looks like Charlie Ward wants to help out. He better not leave Steve Kerr too open.
And the foul on Anderson won't count. Foul before the shot attempt. And again, Jordan to the line. Michael Jordan has accounted for 10 of the Bulls' 16 points.
Well, the officials are calling it very, very close, and watching the banging of the bodies of the big men on the outside, watching off-the-ball fouls. I assume they have been reading the papers as well and keeping up with the way this series is going and making sure they keep this thing under control. A lot of volatile players and personalities out on the floor.
And Jordan 2 of 5 at the line. Early entrance for John Sally. Phil Jackson doing much shuffling here in this first quarter. 5 8/10 seconds to go. 8-point Nick Lee. Mason slowed down, able to get it down. Davis won't count. Waved off. So after 1 here in Madison Square Garden, New York, it's the Knicks 25 and the Bulls 17. Jordan with 11 of the 17 Chicago points. The Bulls only 6 of 19 from the field. We'll be back